Right now we're joined by Blue Jackets head coach Todd Richards. Todd, it looks like from your skate this morning, you're going to go with what you went with on Friday against Chicago. Is that right?
That's correct. You know what? It was a tough loss, but when you come out of it, Chicago's a very good hockey team. We can be better in certain areas, but still thought it was a pretty good performance by our guys.
What did you like the most about that performance? I know you didn't like the end, but just the overall effort. You and I have talked about the consistency and how earlier in the year you were saying, well, we weren't consistent enough through 60 minutes. But are you seeing that becoming more of a staple of the identity of this team?
Yeah, it's been going that way for some time. Our last probably performance that you can look at that wasn't terrific was the last time we played these guys in Long Island. And then earlier in the month we had a 6-1 loss in Chicago. So, you're going to have those. You're going to have those games based on fatigue, based on travel, all of those things, based on the team that you're playing. And again, as a coach, you're really trying to limit those. And every team has it. Every team does. Nobody's exempt from that. So it might be one team getting up a little bit higher than the other team, or one team just not getting to the level that they need to be at. But our consistency has been much better because we can go back to that trip. I think it was in November where we went out west, Western Canada, playing against Vancouvers and the Edmontons and the Calgarys, and it seemed like we were up, we were down, we were up, we were down.
Todd, if you look at this situation like losing last game, that's going to happen in a playoff series, and you know that. You know these situations are going to come up. Did you have to go in today and really did you have to bring out the quotes, or did you have to bring out the motivational speech, or did these guys kind of grab where they're at with the optimism that went on yesterday with the other teams losing?
Well, I did ask a couple of the players to get their feel for what the atmosphere or the mood was like in the room. It is one of those. You're absolutely right. Game one, you might lose in triple overtime, and that's going to be a heartbreaking defeat. And, the game on Saturday versus Chicago was exactly that. It was just a heartbreaking defeat. It wasn't triple overtime, but it still felt like that, I think, based on the effort that the guys put in. And it's, when you invest both physically, mentally, and emotionally into a game, when you lose and it doesn't come out on the right end, and especially the way that we lost it with 3 seconds left, it is demoralizing. But what you have to do is you got to put it behind you. And I said that. The highs can't be too high. The lows can't be low. You got to stay even keel. You got to be ready to show up the next day with the right attitude and get ready for the next game. And this is the next game of the playoffs. We lost triple overtime on Saturday. Now you got to refocus. You got to go out and execute and play the game that you need to play.
Wasn't that long ago, as you mentioned, when you went on the road to play the Islanders and you found out, your team found out how dangerous it can be to play a team of a bunch of young guys playing for a job in the future. And that's pretty much the same thing you're going to face here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 6-2-2 in their last 10 and 3-0-2 in their last 5. So, they're winning hockey games. They're playing hard. You watch it on TV. I watched their Ottawa game the other day. That game looked on TV. It looked really fast. So, it always looks a little bit slower on TV than it does live. So if it looked live or looked fast, I'm sure in live it was much faster. So it's a young group that's playing hard right now. And we were in their position a couple years ago. And when you can come out and there's really not a lot of pressure, sometimes it's easier to play the game. So they're coming out, they're playing hard. Credit to the coaching staff and to the players over there, just how they're competing.
Todd, thank you very much, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you guys.
That is head coach Todd Richards joining us here on the Blue Jackets Morning Skate.